guys. Here we have our first of hopefully many quizzes. We have our three contestants here: Kyle, Matt, and Stuart.
Hello.
I'm about to pit them against one another in a little quiz that I've put together. So basically, the format is we have three sections, and each section has 5 questions in it. So the first section is questions relating to the World Cup. The second section is are questions based on the Champions League, and the third one are going to be Premier League questions.
I feel like, as someone from Ireland, you're not allowed to make questions about the World Cup.
Okay, well, that's a bit below the belt, mate. So that's minus 1 point already to Kyle. Kyle, amazingly, before a question has been asked, is already losing. So that puts Matt and Stuart just a nose ahead of him. So bad move, Kyle. Right.
I do want to put this on record, though, before we start. And me and Stuart just spoke about this off camera while you guys were doing what you needed to do, right? We can't let Matt Thowney win this. That's the worst possible.
That's all
that is the worst possible result for this podcast.
We
lose all credibility as a podcast.
Well, Kyle, as long as you answer all of the questions right, you won't have to worry about that, mate. So,
oh yeah, right, yeah.
We can't let Matt Thowney think he has the most knowledge of football out of all.
Let's begin with the questions. So the first section again are questions based on the World Cup. So first question. Here we go. So, Brazil beat England in the World Cup in 2002 in the quarter-finals.
Talk about low blows.
I want, strategically put that up front. So, I want you to tell me the captains of both sides in that game. So, the captains for England and Brazil for that match.
It's one of those questions where I feel like I know the answer, but I'm now questioning whether it's wrong.
Okay, so we good?
Yeah.
All right, second question. Argentina won the World Cup final in 1986 in Mexico by a score of 3-2. Who were the runners-up?
No, I know the answer as well.
Well, then put it down then.
So who did it wasn't Mexico, by the way. Who did Argentina beat? Who did Argentina beat in the 1986 World Cup final?
That would have been brilliant.
Yeah, that would have been a big. Next question is simply, how many World Cups have Italy won? So how many World Cups have Italy attained?
You don't want the years, do you? Is that extra points?
Well, if you can name the years, I'll be impressed. You'll get brownie points for me personally, but no actual quiz points.
Brownie points will do, though.
Yeah. So that's question 3. So question 4. Germany beat Brazil 7-1 in the 2014 semi-final in Brazil. Who scored Brazil's solitary goal in that match? So the 7-1, who scored Brazil's only goal? Question 5 in the World Cup section. Which team, and it's a multiple choice, this one. Which team holds the record for the longest gap between World Cup appearances? And that gap was 64 years. So I'm going to give you 3 teams or 3.
I love that question.
Yeah, that is a question of.
Here's three countries. Which one holds the longest gap, or the record for the longest gap between World Cup appearances, which is 64 years? The countries are Togo, Serbia, and Wales. So Togo, Serbia, Wales. Which team holds that record? Okay, so that's all 5 questions. So let's run through the answers. So question 1 was England-Brazil, the 2002 quarterfinal. The captains of both teams, captain of England was David Beckham, and the Brazilian captain was Cafu. Next question, Argentina won the World Cup final in 1986 in Mexico by a score of 3-2. They, of course, they beat West Germany.
Come on.
I would not have accepted Germany as an answer.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, the answer is West Germany. Right. Question 4, or rather, question 3. How many World Cups have Italy won? The answer was 4.
What the years?
I I wish I
Let
had
me
the years
try-
to hand. That would be a good one.
Let me try and see if I get the
Go on.
ones right that I got.
Well,
'cause
sorry. First of all, did anyone get that right?
I got 3.
Stuart got that right.
Shit.
Oh,
Gets his
Stuart.
nose out in front.
Okay.
There you
Am I
go.
right thinking 1934, 1938? 'Cause I believe they went back to back. And it was in the 70s, wasn't it? 74? Did they win it?
No.
80s? They went in the 80s, didn't they?
Yeah, so I have I have the years here. So you were right with
82.
You were right with 34. You were right with. Did you say 1938?
Yeah, and I was going to say 2006 as well. That'd been the
2006
3.
was the most recent one, and 1982. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that because that's the famous celebration where he's running, like going mad.
So the question 4 was Germany beat Brazil 7-1 in that famous 2014 semi-final. Brazil's only goal was scored by Oscar.
Yes.
And
So
that looks to
obviously,
be a
I
point
put
for Matt.
Neymar. I put Neymar because I couldn't think.
He didn't play in that
He
match.
was injured when I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I realised after.
Who did you
Yeah.
go for?
Remember they all
Stuart?
held up the shirts, the Neymar shirts before the thing.
Luis.
Yeah.
I don't know, Luis. I don't know. I mean, I
For
couldn't
some
think
reason, my brain went to David Luiz, but I
Yeah,
think he
it's-
had a shocker and made
had
a
a
big mistake for
terrible-
one of the
I
other
mean, they
goals.
all
That's
did,
why.
but- Yeah. So, which team holds the record for the longest gap between World Cup appearances? Wales, Togo, or Serbia? The answer is Wales.
Yeah.
Oh, I put Wales originally, and then I
It had to be Wales
As
because so Togo. I mean, I just ripped
Hang
Togo
on a second.
out.
Who got that right? So Kyle got. Did anyone else get that right? Just Kyle. Okay.
I went Serbia.
Yeah, but you've got to think. You got so he said 64 years, right? 64 years ago, Serbia wasn't a country.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, of
See,
course it
That's
wasn't.
logical
Yes.
thinking there from Kyle. There you go.
To the Rashford. 2-2 after the first round.
2-2 honors even. Everyone with 2 points after the World Cup. So Champions League. So we have 5 questions here, but one of them has a bonus question as well. So technically, there's 6 points up for grabs here. So, question 1: Ronaldo and Messi are the first and second highest goal scorers in Champions League history. Who is number 3 on that list? All right. So, question 2: Barcelona beat Juventus in the 2015 Champions League final by a score of 3-1. Who scored Barcelona's first goal in that final?
I can't even remember the final.
So this next question is about Champions League appearances. So I'm going to give you 3 players, and from least amount to most amount of Champions League appearances, I want you to put them in order, right? So we have Andres Iniesta, Toni Kroos, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So I want you to put them in order from least to most of Champions League appearances that they've all had.
So
Does that make sense?
What was
Yeah.
the 3 again?
The 3 were Iniesta, Toni Kroos, and Ibrahimovic. So from least to most Champions League appearances, put them in order. Okay.
Yeah, I'm confident with my one. Yeah.
So this question has a bonus question, which is also about appearances, but it's about for one club. So which player has the most Champions League appearances for one club? And I can tell you that the number is 160. So this player has played 160 times for one club in the Champions League. And question 4, and it's which city is hosting this year's Champions League final? So it's one of
I've
those
booked my
you
ticket,
either
mate.
know it or you don't.
But I've booked my ticket.
Yeah. So last question in the Champions League section. Who was the top scorer in the Champions League in the 23-24 season? So last season's Champions League campaign, who was the top scorer? Right. So the question 1 was, who is the 3rd highest goal scorer in Champions League history? That is Robert Lewandowski with 103 Champions League goals.
I found it hard to spell Benzema, I promise.
So, yeah. All right. Question 2. Barcelona beat Juventus in the 2015 Champions League final. Who scored Barca's first goal? That was Ivan Rakitic.
Oh,
Ooh, and it looks like Matt was the only one who got that right.
yes.
Question 3, Champions League appearances. So I gave you the names of 3 players. So there was Iniesta, Kroos, and Ibrahimovic. So in order of least to most Champions League appearances, the order is Ibrahimovic, Iniesta, and Toni Kroos.
Come on.
Yes.
So
Oh, wait,
Ibrahimovic.
no. Oh, I went the other way.
Oh no! Did anyone? Did
So
anyone
I
get
had
that
in my
right?
head. I had in my head that
Yeah.
Iniesta would have done more than Cruz. I'm surprised Cruz has done more than
Surprised
Iniesta.
me as well. So Ibrahimovic 124, Iniesta 130, Tony Cruz 151.
Oh,
that-
don't say it in that way.
Matt Newman.
And the
Too
bonus
artsy.
question, well, the bonus question for that one was which player has made the most appearances for one club in the Champions League? That was Thomas Muller
Okay.
for Bayern Munich.
Oh, of course it is. That was again. That was one that was talked about recently.
Was it?
Yeah, I
No one
remember.
got that one.
I remember
No?
I think
Okay.
he broke the record in the first leg against Celtic.
All right. So question 4, that was which city is hosting the Champions League final this year? That is being held in Munich.
Yeah.
Oh, I went Barcelona.
Did anyone? Kyle got that right?
No, I got it as well.
Oh, you got it right as well, Stuart.
Yeah.
All right. So Kyle and Stuart.
Stuart's winning. Oh.
And it's 4 apiece before the last question here, which was who was the top scorer in the Champions League last season? That was Kylian Mbappe.
Oh,
I didn't think it was Mbappe. Fair play.
I
yeah, I didn't either.
We have our Premier League questions here. And the first question is Liverpool beat Watford 5-4 in 2016 in one of Klopp's first game in charge. Who scored Liverpool's winner?
This,
Got a
this,
feeling Stuart definitely knows.
feels unfair.
I don't know.
It feels unfair. I love that. It feels
You say Watford?
Yeah. Stu's doing the same thing I'm doing in my brain and
I'm
getting
thinking of
mixed
the-
up.
yeah.
Pardon me, not Watford. That was Norwich, not Watford.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Sorry. All right. Question 2. Who won the Golden Boot in the 2019-2020 season? Now, there may have been a bit of Liverpool bias in the first question, so let's a bit of Liverpool bias. Let's have some Villa bias in the third.
Oh, come on.
I hadn't thought about this beforehand. So again, first quiz, it's still ironing things out. But the question basically is, who is Villa's all-time top goal scorer in the Premier League?
Thank you.
I hope Matt and Stuart get this to make me feel less silly about this question. Okay, so question 4 is similar to the question, the kind of the 3 things we had in the Champions League. So going from smallest to largest, put these Premier League stadiums in order of their capacity. So from smallest to largest. So we have the London Stadium, the West Ham Stadium, the Emirates Stadium, and St. James's Park. So from smallest to largest, put them in order of capacity.
Well, that's tough, actually.
Yeah, okay. The last question is, who is the highest scoring Italian player in the Premier League? All time. Sorry, not this season. So all-time top scoring Italian player in Premier League history. Yeah. And I can tell you this player has 66 goals.
Yeah.
So let's go through them. Let's go through the answers. So the 5-4 win for Liverpool against Norwich in 2016. Liverpool's winner was scored by Adam Lallana.
Good old Lallana.
Yeah.
So is that all 3 of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Second question. Who won the Golden Boot in the 2019-2020 season? This surprised me. Well, that was Jamie Vardy with 23 goals.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was that season when was it Mane and
yeah.
Salah
That's
got
I
the
would have
same.
thought it. Question 3. Who is Aston Villa's all-time top scorer in the Premier League? That is Gabby Agbonlahor.
Oh well. Excellent.
Is that all
Not
3?
for long. He won't be for long.
Oh, actually,
Let's hope he still is by the time this episode goes out.
This question could leave some people behind. So, from smallest to largest, Premier League stadiums in order of their capacity. So, the order is St. James's Park, 52,000, Emirates Stadium, 60,700, London Stadium, 62,500.
Oh, I put Arsenal in it. I put the Emirates in it.
Wait.
So, Stuart
Yes.
is left behind. So,
Oh,
go ahead.
pressure on the last question.
Here we go. This is the last one.
It's on, Carl. It's
And
on.
that was, who is the highest scoring Italian player in the Premier League with 66 goals? That was Paolo Di Canio.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
And it looks like we have a winner.
oh,
And the winner of the inaugural quiz of the Arcade Football Podcast is Matt Towney with 8 points. Well done, Matt. Fantastic.
Oh.
That's the end of the
Kyle
Arcade
is
Football
sick
Podcast,
to his
everybody.
stomach.
We can't. How has this happened?
Who did you guys put for that?
I went
episode?
Zola. I went
Yeah,
Zola.
That's I
Yeah,
thought
Zola as
Zola
well.
as well. Again, when I
No,
went to look for it, I went,
I was sitting there thinking, like, I was racking my brains, and
Well
I
done.
did think of Zola, but I was sitting there thinking, no, I'm sure Di Canio, like, really
Yeah,
did.
good
I had
shout,
those
mate.
two
Good
in my
one.
head, to
Won
be
you the
fair.
quiz. That one won you the quiz, mate. Good shout.
I had those two in my head. It was one of those two, but thinking about it, Canio had a longer run because he was at
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday as well.
Yeah. So
Just thank
yeah.
me later, Carl. Just thank me later.
And I look. I hope you enjoy it, Matt Thurney.
he's
Saturday,
probably angry. He's not happy at all.
He's proper angry, isn't he?
Hey,
Ooh, that's
Even
ruined
the
his Sunday. That has.
Hey, he's
I
he's
have to
competitive.
go out there and face my partner and my child. No, I lost to Matthew Thurney.
And
They
I
have
can
to
go
look
and
at the
see my
face of the
newborn
man who
child,
lost it.
knowing that I won this quiz.
That's great.
I hope you know this will drive me now. I'm going to be in the gym with a football book.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not the question, though.
Reading Paolo Di Canio's autobiography.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed it because I haven't. So no, it was fun. It was fun.
I did.
Good,
Yeah, that's
good.
good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let us know how you got on down below, by the way. I hope you guys were watching along and tick and getting them all right and making us look silly. And the winner, the person with the most, gets nothing. So
does the loser, right?
Hey, where's that
Matt,
piece of paper again?
listen, Matt, what you've got from me is my respect there. Okay.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
taken
But you
10
don't have his
years.
friendship anymore. It doesn't sound like it.
Taken over 10 years to earn it.
I think that friendship's over. Just
No, to
in
be
the
fair,
space of about 25 minutes, it's all just gone to hell. Like,
you did have my respect, and then you said Luis Suarez is the best striker to have ever lived. Is this
Never gonna live that down, man. Never.
No, I'm not.
How is he won the quiz?
No. Oh God.
It's because you both said we can't let him win it, and this is what happened.
brilliant.
We
Yeah.
can't, it was a bit karma there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was 100%.
I'm so ashamed.
We just wish you could do like a well, I've seen some videos where people do like kind of like, you know, was it post-match interviews after like silly things like dates or something. So what about like post-match interview of like, you know, you've won the quiz and Carl's lost it and you'd be devastated.
Yeah, absolutely. and they run into each other in the tunnel. And
Hang on. Absolutely, Matt Thurney's won the quiz. And yes, I have lost it. I'm not the only one to have lost it, Stu. I finished in second.
Yeah, but the thing is, Stuart is gracious in defeat. You seem to be really you're really not happy about it. Stuart accepted it from the off, and you know, right from the beginning, you were all full of beans. You know, oh yeah, I'm gonna win this. Blah blah blah. Don't let Matt win. But then the inevitable happened, and you're sitting there with nothing. Soak it in, baby.
Well, that's the end of the episode, everyone.
He's looks like a familiar face to one from before.
Good.
I mean, all jokes aside, I'm still recording, right? Because all jokes aside, I am actually wound up. I can't. No, I'm not.
Are you really?
He's looking forward to this all week.
Really? I couldn't tell, mate. Couldn't tell.
Oh man.
Right. See you guys later.
Take care.